All right, guys, so on to the application problems, just a little bit different. These are going to be a little bit more challenging rather than being straightforward. So number 9 says, find the volume of a sphere with a great circle area of 201.06 square inches. So we got a lot to do here. So basically, remember, if we have our sphere, okay, the great circle is the one that comes in and cuts it right in half, okay? So what they tell us is a great circle is just a circle. Okay, so it's just a circle, all right, and it has an area of 201.06. Okay, now you got to think because we're going from two-dimensional to three-dimensional. A circle, this great circle, that's just two-dimensional. Okay, it tells you that the area is that number, 201.06. So that's just back to our area formula. Area equals pi r squared. So 201.06 equals pi times radius squared. So this is where we've done these problems over and over again. I tell you guys, you just got to divide by pi. So divide by pi, divide by pi. And then once you get that, it's going to be 64 equals r squared. So you just take the square root. So once you do that, our radius here is going to be 8. Now that we have our radius in the circle, and this is where all the radii are going to be the same, okay? So our radius in the circle is 8, and what they're looking for is trying to find the volume. So be careful because you got to go back in the problem and see what they're asking us to solve. So volume is going to equal 4/3, all right, pi r cubed. So it's going to be pi times 8 cubed. And when you do this, your exact answer should be, and remember, you can just do 4 times pi times 8 cubed and divide that by 3. When you do 4 times pi times 8 cubed, you should get 2,048 divided by 3 pi. That's your exact answer, and your decimal approximation is going to be 2,144.66 inches cubed. So those are your answers right there, guys. All right, found it by finding the radius first, then plugging that radius into the volume formula. All right, so next one. Find the surface area of the figure to the left. Oh, man. All right, so this is like a composite figure. Basically, the first figure that we have is a cone, and the second figure that we have, hold on. There we go. And the second figure that we have is a hemisphere, okay? So to find the surface area of the first figure, that surface area formula goes back to the one of a cone, and it's just going to be pi r squared plus pi times the radius times the slant height, okay? So for that, so the surface area of a cone was just this, pi r squared plus pi r l, which is the slant height. So for this one, it's going to be pi times our radius here. Well, our radius is in that 9. The diameter is 9, so the radius is going to be 4.5. So pi times 4.5 squared. So 4.5 squared plus plus pi, plus pi times the radius, which is 4.5, times the slant height, which is 13, okay? So our slant height there is 13. It's the distance you would do if you're climbing up the cone. Now, when you plug that all in your calculator, you're going to get 20.25 pi plus 58.5 pi. If you want the exact answer, you're going to add up 20.25 plus 58.5, and you're going to get 78.75 pi. So that's going to be the surface area of the first one. And then the surface area of the second figure, all right, which is going to be that hemisphere, is just going to be 3 pi times our radius, which is 4.5. We figured that out. So 4.5 squared. Okay, I think we're going to have to finish this one up on the next video, guys. So make sure you get this written down.